What's up everyone, welcome back to Switchcraft, and it's a great day to be a gamer. Today I'm going to be doing something a little bit different, and I'm going to be showing everyone how to catch a Zapdos in Pokemon Let's Go Eevee and Let's Go Pikachu. This is by far the easiest and most consistent way to do it. Now this can also be applied to any of the legendary bird Pokemon, but today I'm going to focus on Zapdos as that was kind of my favorite always of the legendary three bird Pokemon, and the one that I always ended up actually using most. So what we're going to do here is I'm going to go into and start playing my game right here. You can see that what I've done, and really importantly, I've saved the game right before Zapdos. What I'm going to do here is I actually have a Golem. That's going to be the main Pokemon that I'm going to use to originally defeat Zapdos. And then you can also see that in my pack I have some silver catching pockets, some silver raspberries. So these are a berry that makes it easier to catch Pokemon when given to them. These are actually better than traditional or regular raspberries, and I got about 33 Ultra Balls. So I'm going to show you right after I catch Zapdos where you can get those silver raspberries, because they're kind of a little bit harder to get. Alright, so here we go. The way that I did this was I actually ran into Zapdos, figured out a really easy way to catch him in any of the legendary bird Pokemon, caught him, turned off my game without saving it so I can run back here to my laboratory and record it actually for everybody here. Now, one thing to note is that any of these traditional legendary bird Pokemon or Pokemon that are just sitting there in front of you, like a Snorlax for example, there's actually two stages to the process. The first stage is you have to first defeat the Pokemon, which can be tough in and of itself, and then what'll happen is you'll actually be able to then catch it like you would any other Pokemon in the game. So what you're looking at here is the Pokemon that I chose was Golem, and it took about 3 rock slides. He's level 40, Zapdos is level 50. So I'm going to go right away and use this silver raspberry. And you also have to, be aware whether or not that raspberry actually worked, because you can see there, the second one, if it kind of gets destroyed like that, you're going to have to keep using new raspberries until, I think this was the one. Oh, no, another one. So I'm down to 2 here. I started off with 5 and 33 Ultra Balls. Alright, so there, you see that one. It actually worked. So they'll actually have some hearts around it. So that's how you know the silver raspberry actually worked. Now I'm going to try throwing a couple Pokeballs here. I'll admit that I've played most of the game in handheld mode, which actually makes it much easier to catch Pokemon, because you can use the gyro controls to always line up that your Pokemon right in the center of the screen, and you'll always get an excellent catch. But with what we're doing here in the silver raspberries, and having a whole bunch of Ultra Balls, you actually, what you'll see here in a second when it actually connects for the first time. So we'll just wait, and I think it was either this throw or the next one. So we'll just wait here. Zapdos is still flying around. I keep missing because handheld mode, or this Poke Catcher mode, is much tougher to line up and aim. But finally, our first hit, it wasn't good, it wasn't excellent, it wasn't anything really. I just barely caught the edge of it, and alright, Zapdos was caught. So there you go. Zapdos, level 50, bonus multiplier 1.2, because I wasn't able to get into those good throws, I wasn't able to chain it, new Pokemon and technique bonus. So it gave me 870 experience points, which was pretty good. Here you can see my lineup that I'm working with right now. And my Golem grew to level 41. So I think that there will be a lot of people who perhaps have trouble figuring out what's going on with Pokemon that are that far behind Zapdos' level. But here you can see his Pokedex entry. Okay, legendary bird Pokemon. And now, first thing we got to do is open up the bag. Let's see, we're going to go to the Pokemon box. We're going to find Zapdos. There he is, and right away I'm going to add him to my party and get rid of my old, on the way out, electric Pokemon Raichu. So now we'll go back to the Pokemon box, or actually first I'm going to save the game. Okay, saving your Pokemon adventure, you save the game, perfect, good stuff. Okay, so now, just like in the original red, blue, and yellow, there's a way that you can kind of right at the end of this power plant, get right to the front, and I'm going to head over right now to the old Cycle Road. This is right to the west of Celadon City. This is Route 17. And what you're going to do is you're going to have a Pokemon on the outside or following you around outside your Pokeball. And if you're going through this grass and you're constantly pushing A looking for items, what'll happen is this will actually be easier when you have a Pokemon following you. Because there you go. So 3 Nanab berries. That's not what we're looking for. The Nanab berries are ones that'll actually allow your Pokemon, or the Pokemon you're trying to catch, to not be so erratic around the screen. But that's actually not what we're looking for right now. So what you're gonna have to do is in and out of this grass, find a Nanab berry. Awesome. Let's keep looking. I think that the further down this Route 17 that you go, the more likely it is to find what's called the silver raspberry. That's what you're looking for here. Now, I did these right before actually going to the power plant. So I think what happens is, if you want, you can even save up a couple more of the silver raspberries. And then what you can do is come back here, because I think these reset. So there we have a regular raspberry. It's good to have some of those perhaps as backup. But what we're looking for is that silver raspberry. I'm assuming that there's a gold raspberry somewhere in the game. I haven't found it. Obviously, you don't need it to catch a legendary Pokemon. And there you go. Found 3 silver raspberries. Put them in your catching pocket. So these are going to be awesome to help you first, after you defeat Zapdos, to get him into a state where he can be caught. Remember that he's not the easiest Pokemon to catch. Well, as I'm going through a summary here, when you first start battling him, he's going to need about 4 or 5 hits to actually be defeated. And in that time, what'll happen is he could actually run away. So just make sure that you have a Pokemon that's strong enough that won't get defeated. I recommend a Rock-type Pokemon. But once you defeat him, with the silver raspberries and a couple Ultra Balls, you should have no problem catching him. Well, there you have it. The easiest, most effective, best way to catch a Zapdos in Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee. Let me know what you think. Do you have a Zapdos, and which of the legendary bird Pokemon is your favorite? It's a great day to be a gamer. Thanks for watching. Switchcraft out.